So, Attorney Thompson, the state may call its next witness.
Your Honor, we call Detective Bryce Scholten, please.
All right. Detective, come up to the witness stand, please. And when you get up here, please remain standing and raise your right hand to be sworn in by my clerk.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You may be seated. When you get yourself situated, please start by stating your name, spelling your first and last for the record.
My name is Bryce Scholten, spelled B-R-Y-C-E. Scholten is S-C-H-O-L-T-E-N.
Attorney Tom Bosco.
Thank you, Your Honor. Detective, where are you employed?
I'm employed with the City of Waukesha Police Department.
Are you a specialist or are you just a detective, sir?
I'm a detective.
Okay. And how many years have you been with the Waukesha Police Department, sir?
11 years.
Directing your attention to November 26th of 2024, did you respond to an apartment located at 1512 East North Street?
Yes, I did.
And did you specifically respond to apartment number 11?
Yes, I did.
And that's in the city and county of Waukesha, state of Wisconsin?
Yes, it is.
Why did you respond to that particular apartment, sir?
I responded there with many other detectives to assist Detective Ben Stern, who was executing a search warrant at this residence.
And do you know who had rented this particular residence?
Yes, I do.
Who was that individual?
Kevin Lychwick.
And when you arrived on scene, were you assigned to assist with the search of that particular residence?
Yes, I was.
Were you assigned to search a specific area of the residence?
Yes, I was.
And what area were you assigned to search?
I was assigned to search the living room.
And did you in fact, then, kind of a silly question, but just to make sure, did you in fact make entry into Mr. Lychwick's living room?
Yes, I did.
And when you entered his living room, did you locate a large quantity of paper and boxes?
Yes, I did.
And did you, in terms of the area of the living room, did you search a specific area within that living room?
Yes, I primarily searched the area nearest the windows, and there was a makeshift desk made out of cardboard boxes. There was a telephone there, and there was also filing cabinets in that area. So it was the area of the living room that probably was surrounded by the most paperwork and boxes.
And in addition to yourself, was there a Detective Bauer who assisted you with the search as well?
Yes.
Were you and Detective Bauer in close proximity to each other when this search took place?
Yes, standing right next to each other.
And was there a point in time when you were engaged in this search that you located many pieces of paperwork?
Yes.
And was it your opinion at that time that this paperwork that you had located had evidentiary value in this case?
That is correct.
And what did you do with this paper after you located it?
Because there was such a large quantity of paper, to put it in perspective, it was just boxes and boxes all lined like the side of the living room. And going through that, we quickly realized that we would be there all day if we went through all the paperwork right then and there. So anything that we looked like could be evidentiary value, we took to the side and we put it in 2 large cardboard boxes, and then we brought that back to the Waukesha Police Department. We went through it like much slower and read through everything then at the police department.
And when the paperwork was brought back to the Waukesha Police Department, do you know whether Detective Ben Stern was one of the officers who looked through it?
Yes, Detective Stern was there with me and several others.
Was Detective Stern on scene when the search of Mr. Lychwick's apartment took place?
I believe he was.
And in terms of some of the paperwork that you located, are you familiar with a particular operation known as Operation Starling?
Yes, I am.
And in reference to this particular Operation Starling, can you just tell the jury a little bit more? What exactly is the connection between Operation Starling and this particular case?
So as we were going through the paperwork, we came across several different operations. Detective Bauer had located a piece of paper in the apartment that was Operation Slop Shop. This is different than that. It was located in a different folder that I found back at the police department, but this operation referenced Operation Slop Shop, and in Operation, it stated that Operation Slop Shop needed to be executed first. And then on the bottom of the paperwork, I believe it also stated it was written in different ink, where it then stated that the operation could commence because Operation Slop Shop had been executed and all threats from that operation were neutralized. And I knew that from Bauer's piece of paper, that's where Maldonado's name was written on that. So that's how I know they were linked.
Do you know whether the piece of paper that described this Operation Starling was ever seized, sir?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And if I showed you a copy of that physical paper here today in court, do you believe that you would recognize it?
Yes, I would.
Your Honor, this has been previously marked as State's Exhibit number 147. I would ask permission to approach the witness.
Sure, let's have Mr. Lychwick view the exhibit first. Mr. Lychwick, would you like to see Exhibit 147 before it is used with this witness? Mr. Lychwick has looked at the court and not acknowledged the court, so Attorney Tombasco, you can approach the witness.
Thank you very much. Detective, just to identify, that exhibit I just handed you is marked State's Exhibit number 147. Is that right?
That is correct.
And is that the piece of paper that, from the search of Mr. Lychwick's apartment, that you or Detective Bauer seized?
This is the one that I seized at the police department.
And does that particular exhibit detail an Operation Starling on it?
Yes, it does.
And towards the bottom of that particular exhibit, what you just testified to regarding Operation Slop Shop, is that written in different colored ink at that bottom of that exhibit, sir?
Yes, it is. It's written in a different color ink.
Your Honor, at this point, I would ask that the exhibit be received into evidence.
Any objection, Mr. Lychwick? The defendant is not acknowledging the court. The court will receive Exhibit 147.
Detective, directing your attention now to December 1st of 2024, did you receive a specific notification on that particular day in reference to Mr. Lychwick's vehicle?
Yes, I did.
And just to give the jury a little bit of context, at that point in time, had your department applied for and received a GPS warrant to track Mr. Lychwick's vehicle's movements?
Yes, we had.
And that was signed by a judge?
Yes.
So you didn't just willy-nilly slap a GPS signal on his car. You actually followed the correct legal process in order to obtain that.
That is correct.
And on December 1st of 2024, did you receive any sort of notification in reference to that GPS device?
Yes, I did.
And what did that notification provide to you?
That was a notification that Mr. Lychwick's vehicle was leaving his residence.
And at this point, Detective, had Mr. Lychwick's phone been seized as part of the search of his residence?
Yes, it was.
And was there anything in particular found on his device that provided you with some insights of where you think Mr. Lychwick may have been going on that particular day?
Yes, I was informed by Detective Stern that there were some Google searches on the phone looking for different storage units up north, I think around the Oshkosh area.
So as a result of what you had learned in reference to this notification, what, if anything, did you and Detective Stern do next?
We were watching the location of Mr. Lychwick's vehicle, and then when we realized that he was not exhibiting normal driving behaviors, because we had been watching him for some time since this GPS had been on, he normally always stayed very local. Once we realized that he was going farther north, and that was outside of an abnormal pattern, we believed that he was potentially going to whatever storage unit he may have located from that Google search.
Did you and Detective Stern at that point then attempt to follow Mr. Lychwick's vehicle?
Yes, we did.
And when you were following Mr. Lychwick's vehicle out of Waukesha County, were you driving a fully marked police squad car at that point?
No, we were not. We were in an undercover vehicle.
So this undercover vehicle would look like any sort of normal vehicle that we might see on the roadway?
That is correct.
And is that to ensure that Mr. Lychwick did not, I guess for lack of a better term, figure out that the police were following him?
That is correct.
And at that point, was it you and Detective Stern who were driving this undercover vehicle together?
Yes, I was riding and Detective Stern was driving.
Did you ultimately follow Mr. Lychwick's vehicle to a U-Haul storage facility?
Yes, we did.
And where was this U-Haul storage facility located?
Kimberly, Wisconsin, I believe it was 551 Marcella Drive.
If I told you your report said it was Marcella Street, would you agree with that?
I would agree with that.
And for the record, is Marcella spelled Marcella?
Yes.
And well, actually, let me back up and ask it this way. Did you and Detective Stern then follow him to the U-Haul storage facility or undercover vehicle?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Sure. Did you and Detective Stern both follow the defendant's vehicle to that particular U-Haul facility in Kimberly?
Yes, we did. We caught up with Mr. Lychwick while he was at the U-Haul location.
And what did he do specifically when he arrived at this U-Haul facility?
When we arrived, his vehicle was parked on the north side of the building, and then he left several minutes later. We later found out that he had closed his account and closed his storage unit at this U-Haul facility and emptied all of his belongings out of the storage unit.
Is it fair to say that he did not spend a great deal of time at this U-Haul facility?
No, I believe he was only on premise for approximately 20 minutes.
And so after Mr. Lychwick finished his business at the U-Haul facility, did he then turn around and drive back to Waukesha County?
Yes, he did.
And did you and Detective Stern at that point follow the defendant's vehicle back to Waukesha County?
Yes, we did.
And did you maintain a constant visual on Mr. Lychwick's vehicle?
Yes, we did.
And did Mr. Lychwick's vehicle make any stops on its path of travel back to Waukesha County?
No, it did not.
And who was driving your undercover vehicle at this point while you were following Mr. Lychwick?
Detective Stern.
And while Detective Stern was piloting the undercover vehicle that you were both in, did you utilize your phone to contact somebody?
Yes, I called the U-Haul storage facility that we were discussing, and I spoke with an employee there.
Detective, just to take a step back, based on your training and experience as a police officer, did you find the location of this particular storage unit in Kimberly suspicious?
Yes, I did.
Why did you find that sort of storage unit to be suspicious?
For several reasons. First off, the location and its proximity to Waukesha, where Mr. Lychwick resides. There's numerous storage units in our city and Waukesha County as well as Milwaukee County. I also found out that through the search warrant at the residence, he kept detailed notes regarding his budget, and every month he would budget approximately $40 to $50 for gasoline for the month. And I thought it was suspicious that being on a fixed income, he would, have a storage unit nearly 2 hours away and burning through that budget in one trip. So to us, it was clear that if he was trying to get a storage unit that far away, he was clearly trying to distance himself from whatever he was trying to put in that storage unit.
And when you followed Mr. Lychwick's vehicle back to Waukesha County, did you observe him toss anything out the window when he was driving back?
No.
And to your knowledge, was Mr. Lychwick the only individual in the vehicle at that time?
That is correct.
Detective, was there a point in time in which you responded back to the U-Haul facility in Kimberly after you followed Mr. Lychwick back to Waukesha County on December 1st?
Yes, I responded back there with Detective Bauer on December 2nd.
And was there any particular reason why you had gone back to that facility, sir?
Yes, I went back to speak with the U-Haul employee, Brianna Maloney. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Brianna Maloney. I believe it's Maloney. She was the employee that I spoke to on the phone while riding back to Waukesha with Detective Stern, and she was the one that provided me all the information on the unit being closed and everything that day as well. So I responded up there to speak with her regarding pretty much our statement that she had given to me over the phone. So I took a written statement from her, locking in that conversation, as well as I walked through the storage unit confirming that there was no items left behind. And then I also met with her boss, Kenneth, who ran the U-Haul store, and I reviewed video surveillance from the day prior, and then I was able to gain all those videos of Mr. Lychwick while he was on property at the U-Haul store.
And sir, prior to your testimony in court here today, have you had an opportunity to review those surveillance videos from U-Haul?
Yes, I have.
And so if I was to show you those videos here today in court, would you be able to tell us whether or not those are the same videos that you reviewed at the U-Haul on December 2nd of 2024?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Just one moment, please, sir. Madam Clerk, at this point, I would just ask that we project the exhibit to the witness's screen. Detective, are you able to see what I just projected on the screen, or what the clerk just did, rather?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And do you recognize, I can scroll through each of these videos if you would like. It starts with what has been previously marked as State's Exhibit 93 and goes all the way to State's Exhibit Proposed 101. Do you recognize these particular exhibits, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Would you like me to scroll through all of them?
No, I should be okay.
Okay. And these are the same exhibits that you reviewed prior to your testimony in court here today, is that right?
That is correct.
And do these exhibits fairly and accurately depict the U-Haul surveillance footage that you reviewed when you were on scene on December 2nd of 2024?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I would move all these exhibits, starting with State's Exhibit 93 and then concluding with State's Exhibit number 101 into evidence. These are each separate video clips. They are appropriately time-stamped as well with a date.
Mr. Lychwick, do you object to the admission of Exhibits 93 through 101? The defendant remains silent. Those exhibits will be admitted.
Thank you. And at this point, Your Honor, I would ask the court's permission to publish all of these videos to the jury.
Mr. Lychwick, any objection to publication of those videos at this time? The defendant remains silent. The videos may be used with the jury.
Thank you very much. So first and foremost, just to make a record, Detective, can you see the timestamp that's listed on the bottom of this video?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so when I start this video, this is December 1st of 2024, and it says 15:16 on the video clip. Is that right?
That is correct.
And do you have any information from U-Haul about whether the timestamp on this particular video was accurate as reflected on this exhibit?
It was accurate.
Okay, and so this is 3:16 in the afternoon on December 1st of 2024. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. And I'm stopping the video at, this is 3:16:13. Do you see an individual here depicted in this video that's to the right, is towards the right side of the picture, wearing black hair and has a black coat on, sir?
Yes, I do.
Who is that individual?
That is Kevin Lychwick.
You've resumed playing the video at this point.
Yes, sir. And the state is stopping the video at 3:18 on December 1st of 2024.
That's 3:18 and 29 seconds on the timestamp.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Detective, that video that we just showed the jury, is that Mr. Lychwick closing out his storage unit?
Yes, it is.
This has been now received as State's Exhibit number 94. This is time-stamped as December 1st, 2024, and it looks like 3:18. Is that all correct, Detective?
That's correct.
I'm stopping the video at 3:19:30 on December 1st of 2024. Detective, do you recognize the vehicle that is depicted at the top of this exhibit?
Yes,
Whose vehicle is that, sir?
that is Mr. Lychwick's vehicle.
And continuing to play at 3:19:30. Now, Detective, this has been received as State's Exhibit number 95. Again, this is December 1st of 2024 at 3:23 in the afternoon. Is that right, sir?
That's correct.
There is a vehicle that is depicted at the top of this exhibit. Do you see that?
Yes.
Is this Mr. Lychwick's vehicle as well?
Yes, it is.
Stopping the video at 3:24:03 on December 1st of 2024. Is there a gentleman that we see in the upper left-hand corner who exits the vehicle, sir?
Yes.
Is that Mr. Lychwick?
Yes, it is.
Do you know, based on your review of this footage, what Mr. Lychwick is doing at this point in time?
Yes, he's pulled up to this gate that he came in, but this is only a one-way gate. This is only the entrance, so he's trying to motion to employees to open the gate. And then when no one does that, he will get back in his vehicle and then drive around the building and go out the exit.
Do you know whether or not this is before or after Mr. Lychwick had cleared out his storage unit?
This is after.
Resuming playing at 3:24 on December 1st, 2024, 3:24:03. And the state is stopping playing at 3:25:00 on December 1st, 2024. Detective, did Mr. Lychwick's vehicle remain at that gate for several minutes?
Yes.
And he attempted to get the attention of another U-Haul employee for the gate to be opened?
That is correct.
And he was unsuccessful in those efforts?
That's correct.
Detective, this has been received as State's Exhibit 96. It's time-stamped 3:14:54 on December 1st of 2024. State is stopping at 3:15:35 on December 1st of 2024. Detective, is this Mr. Lychwick's vehicle entering the property or exiting?
I do not believe that is Mr. Lychwick's vehicle.
Okay. The state will resume again 3:15:37. Detective, Mr. Lychwick drove a Kia, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. This is State's Exhibit 97 that's been received. This is December 1st of 2024, 3:29 in the afternoon, is that right?
That is correct.
And this particular exhibit depicts the inside of the U-Haul facility, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. The state will start playing at 3:29:59. So the individual who was just depicted on this footage, that is not Mr. Lychwick, correct?
The male is Mr. Lychwick.
It is. Okay. Let's back it up then and look at it one more time. Again, starting at 3:29. And we're stopping it at 3:30:30 on December 1st of 2024. Do you see Mr. Lychwick now at this point, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is he the gentleman who's wearing the black coat and blue jeans?
Yes, he is.
Okay. And this particular area of the U-Haul facility, sir, which is this, from your review of walking to the unit that was rented by Mr. Lychwick, is this the area in which his storage unit would have been in the facility?
No, so it's a little confusing. I believe right here they're walking back to like the front desk area where as they were appearing there, I think they are coming in from the north side of the building. So after Mr. Lychwick clears out his building or out of his storage unit, and then he moves his vehicle over there, he eventually will move his car over the north side of the building and then enter into the building, and then this is him entering the building, I believe. So this will be before that,
Okay.
this next one. This is when he will be clearing out his storage unit.
And this is State's Exhibit 98, is that right, sir?
Yes,
And this is 3:19 in the afternoon on December 1st, 2024.
correct.
And this is the outside area of the U-Haul facility, is that right?
That is correct.
And I believe you just testified that Mr. Lychwick's vehicle will be coming into camera view shortly on this particular exhibit?
That is correct.
Okay, we'll let it run. And stopping it at 3:15:19. Is that Mr. Lychwick's vehicle, sir?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Resuming again, 3:15:19.
Hang on, the timestamp, you're reading it wrong, I believe. It's 3:19:41 is
Oh,
where you
excuse
stopped
me.
it.
Yes, that is correct. It is 3:19:41 on December 1st of 2024.
Excuse me.
and stopping it at 3:20:16 on December 1st of 2024. Do you see an individual depicted here who's exiting his vehicle now?
Yes, Mr. Lychwick will exit the driver's seat.
And does he pop the trunk area of his vehicle as well upon exiting the vehicle or before he exits the vehicle?
Yes, he does.
Okay. And at this point, Mr. Lychwick is the only individual who's in this particular vehicle from your review of the surveillance?
That's correct.
Letting this run again from 3:20:16. Stopping it at 3:20:32. Where is Mr. Lychwick entering at this particular point, Detective?
He's entering Building C, which that is a hallway that door leads to a hallway, and there are storage units on both your left and right side in this building. His unit is, it will be down this hallway and on the right, the way he's walking.
I'm sorry. Resuming playing at 3:20:32.
Attorney Tombasco, it looks like the video's locking up just for a couple of seconds at various points. I think it's resumed again here.
Okay. Would the court like me to go back, or?
Why don't you go back just a couple of seconds?
Sure. Okay. And for the record, I'm restarting it at 3:22 exactly. And I'm stopping it now at, looks like 3:21:59, so just a few seconds before. Detective, do you see Mr. Lychwick in this vehicle?
He's at the rear of his vehicle, yes.
And do you know what Mr. Lychwick is doing at this point?
He is loading duffel bags into the trunk of his vehicle.
Do you know whether these duffel bags that you're testifying to, were those the same duffel bags that were from his unit?
I believe so.
Okay. And resuming playing again, 3:29:59. Okay. I'm stopping the exhibit at 3:22:40. Detective, this has been received as State's Exhibit 99. This is time-stamped as 3:14:28 on December 1st, 2024. Stopping the exhibit at 31448. Is this Mr. Lychwick's vehicle, sir?
Yes, it is.
Is this the entrance area to the U-Haul facility?
Yes, it is.
Resuming playing 31448. I'm stopping the video at 3:15:55. Sir, is that Mr. Lychwick that you see exit the vehicle?
Yes, it is.
And there's nobody else in that vehicle at that time upon his arrival, is that right?
That is correct.
And I have looks like just two more surveillance clips I'd like to share with you. The first is State's Exhibit 100. This is time-stamped as 3/18/28. And again, just to orient the jury, this is again the front of the U-Haul facility, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And this is stopped at 3/18/49 on December 1st, 2024. This is Mr. Lychwick again, sir?
That is correct.
And this is him getting back into his vehicle after entering the facility?
Yes, and then he'll follow the van and then that white SUV into the entrance.
Okay. We'll resume playing here at 3/18/49. Stopping the vehicle at the video at 3/19/28, and then finally, Detective, timestamp 3/23/24 on December 1st, 2024. This has been received as State's Exhibit 101. Stopping at 3/23/34. Is this Mr. Lychwick's vehicle, sir?
Yes, it is.
And is that after he was unable to access the gate that we showed on a prior exhibit?
He's actually driving up to it right now. So this is him. He has just left his storage unit because building C is the second one here, and his unit, he was parked on the far side. So he is fully loaded up, and now he's going over to the initial fence that he came in, and then he won't be able to get through there, and then he will come back because the exit is right here to the right of your screen.
I see. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Now, Detective, when you were on scene at the U-Haul facility, did you request any paperwork related to the rental of the storage unit by Mr. Lychwick?
Yes, I asked for what information they had on Mr. Lychwick.
Okay. And do you know, ultimately, sir, whether You had testified earlier in this case that Mr. Lychwick's vehicle, you followed Mr. Lychwick's vehicle back to Waukesha County after he closed out his storage unit. Do you remember that, sir?
Yes.
And do you know whether there was a period of time in which Mr. Lychwick's vehicle was actually stopped?
I don't believe it ever did stop. There was, from the moment he left the U-Haul, there was, the vehicle was always moving.
Okay. Was there a point in time in which ultimately a traffic stop was effectuated on Mr. Lychwick's vehicle?
Yes,
And was that the same day that he was coming back from the U-Haul facility?
that's correct.
Okay. And do you know whether, as a result of that traffic stop, his vehicle was searched?
It would eventually be after a search warrant was obtained.
So the vehicle was seized initially, and then a search warrant was applied for and received?
That is correct.
And do you know what, if anything, what was found as a result of that search?
Yes, I believe I called Detective Stern when I was at the U-Haul, informing him what I had observed on the cameras, where all of the items that Mr. Lychwick had loaded out of his storage unit were all in the trunk. And then Detective Stern told me later that a firearm was recovered in the trunk of the vehicle.
Do you know whether any paperwork related to Mr. Lychwick's storage unit was found in that particular vehicle?
Yes, so when I responded back to Waukesha after being at the storage facility, I assisted with going through some of the paperwork that was in the vehicle, and I also located some paperwork, specifically the U-Haul contract that Mr. Lychwick had with U-Haul for the dates of that storage unit from November 1st until December 1st.
And
as well as MapQuest directions from his address to that location.
if I was to show you a copy of that paperwork here today in court, would you recognize it?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Your Honor, this is another physical exhibit. It has been marked as State's Exhibit 149. I'm happy to show Mr. Lychwick a copy as well. I would ask permission to approach the witness to show him this exhibit.
Mr. Lychwick, would you like to see Exhibit 149? All right, the defendant just adjusted the collar on his jacket, but is refusing to acknowledge the court. So therefore, Attorney Tombasco, you may approach.
Thank you so much. Detective, that exhibit has been marked as State's number 149. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
And is that the paperwork that you recovered?
Just one moment. Just make sure it doesn't rub up against the microphone there, please. Thank you.
Detective, may I go ahead, Your Honor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Detective, if you know, is that particular U-Haul paperwork what was recovered from the search of the defendant's vehicle?
Yes, it is.
And that fairly and accurately depicts the copy of the U-Haul contract as well?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I'm out of the exhibit and evidence and ask that it be received.
Any objection to the admission of 149, Mr. Lychwick? Mr. Lychwick is not acknowledging the court. Exhibit 149 is received into evidence.
Thank you. Detective, is there a name on that particular contract?
Yes, there is.
What is the name listed on that contract?
Conrad Lychwick.
And do you know anything in reference to the name Conrad of any significance in this case?
Yes, I do.
And can you explain that?
I know Mr. Lychwick goes by the first name of Conrad.
And when the individual who rented that particular storage unit did so, is there an address that particular person provided?
Yes, they did.
And what address was provided?
1512 East North Street, apartment number 11.
And do you know whether or not that is in fact Mr. Lychwick's address?
It is.
And does the paperwork contain any information concerning any promotions that U-Haul was running at the time this rental took place?
I don't know if there's like any promotions on here, but I do know that the staff members there told me that they were running a 1 month free promotion during that time. And it is indicated on this document 1 month free.
Is that 149?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's all the questions I have, Detective. Thank you.
Mr. Lychwick, do you have any cross-examination questions? Okay, Detective, you may step down.